always say that the girls of this generation are so self-absorbed, but no one told me that being a woman meant I would be told it must be that time of the month when I try to voice my opinion, or that my paycheck might somehow be lower than a man that does the same job. No one told me I would stare in the mirror wondering why I couldn't cross everything off the checklist. Big boobs, big butt, skinny waist, small nose, plump lips, clear skin, blue eyes, blonde hair. It was all just impossible. So for anyone who thinks that this generation is so self-absorbed, it is because us girls are held under a microscope to be constantly picked and prodded until we are left with only pieces. When a girl is good, she's never good enough. If you don't have boobs or an ass, you are not hot. But don't show it off too much, because that makes you a hoe. If you don't wear makeup, you get told you should wear it, but if you do, then you're fake. If you mess around with guys too much, you're a whore. But if you don't, you're a prude. If I'm too tall, guys will never like me, but if I'm below a certain height, I'm too short. If I show too much skin, I'm a slut, but if I wear what is comfortable, I'm not a woman. If you drink or smoke, it's unattractive, but if you don't, then you're no fun. If you're thin, get thicker. If you're too thick, you're fat. You try to suppress the very bodies that gave birth to you. I want to live in a world where I can walk alone at night and not be concerned for my safety. I want to live in a world where I don't feel the sudden anxiety every time I walk by an old man with a side eye on the street. I want to live in a world where I'm seen as human, not two tits and a pushover mindset. Unfortunately, like a lot of girls my age, I've experienced sexual assault and the effects it can take on your mental health. It was someone who I thought was my friend who I'd never imagined doing something like that. If men and women were equal, that would have never happened to me. Men have an idea in their heads that they can take advantage of women with lack of any actual consequences. My body does not exist for your use. I'm not a toy. I may be young, but my dad has always taught me to speak up. So here I am speaking up for women of every colour, shape, size, and sexuality. 1 in 3 women will experience physical or sexual abuse in their lifetime. 1 in 3 men would rape if they couldn't get caught or face consequences. If those statistics don't prove that gender inequality exists, then I don't know what does. All I'm saying of the men in this class is to understand what women go through on a daily basis to escape the male gaze and to get by in a world that was not made for us. And next time you're talking to a girl with a nice rack, her eyes are up here, and she might just have something to say.